Hi everyone, welcome. This is the fourth and final part of this page by Teresa Goodrich. It's a Cat's World, her new book that will be out shortly. The link is below to purchase and also for the freebie in her Facebook group if you are interested in that as well. So this is going to be bubbles. I have a little bit to go, but basically we have covered everything. I'm going to do this pink to match this one. This is going to be this color green, kind of brings green to all my corners. So I'm just going to do the bubbles on here and we will be finished up. So before I pull you in, the colors I pulled for this are all pastel colors, kind of, except for one blue for the bucket and a white gel pen. I won't be able to get through all the bubbles because they are a little time consuming, but basically every color I used on here, I'm using the pastel shade of that color. So for the orange I have yellow, the green I'm using pale sage, the pink I have deco pink. There's no purple, but I might use a little of that right here for the pink and blue. We'll see how it goes. So those are the colors. Also, being this is the last of this color along, I'm going to go ahead and announce the next one. I will post a thing as well. But someone commented that they would join me in the beach page, this one. And so being it's like almost Christmas but not quite, I thought we'll skip the snow. We'll get a little bit of our Christmas tree feel and hats and presents out of the way, but not quite Christmassy. So this is the next page I will be tackling. This is Teresa Goodrich's new book, Home for the Holidays. And yeah, so that one should be fun as well. So here we go with the bubbles. Bring you in a little. All right, so to start off with, we're gonna tackle this big, nice, scary one right here in the middle. And that'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to take my cloud blue and I'm going to lightly shade in the whole bubble. Now this is not how it's going to go for every bubble. But this one, because it is in front of the blue bucket, will be mostly blue. But I will show you the trick to the bubbles on these ones over here. Let's get this guy out of the way. So I'm going to bring in a little of that purple we talked about, and I'm going to go over that silver we put on the bucket. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little, and this is a darker pink than I'm going to use on the rest. Now the trick with bubbles is anything you do to one side you want to do to the other, or at least in my learning that's what I have found works best. Okay, I'm going to add a little of this darker blue. Okay, and then we're going to come back with this cloud blue and blend it out. Pulling those colors toward the middle. Okay, I'm going to take my white gel pen, make sure it's working. Sometimes they collect wax. And I'm going to very carefully follow that line, trying to keep a nice round bubble here. Okay, I'm going to turn my page, try not to make anyone too dizzy here. Getting a nice solid line all the way around. This part is why I said it'll take a while, but you don't have to do the white if you don't want to, or if you don't have the gel pen. I just like the looks of it. Get some of the wax off my tip here. This will give you an idea of what they will look like all finished up. Right, so there is one bubble down. So the next one, I'm going to do kind of the same thing. Again, I'm going to tint with this blue because it's a majority blue. I'm going to make this up here a darker blue and this down here, because what I do to one side, I want to do to the other. And then I'm going to do that purple again. I'm not going to bring the pink in this time. I'm just going to go these two colors. Okay, I'm going to blend that out. Now there are tons of tutorials out there on bubbles. You really just got to pick what you like and what works for you. I kind of mix and matched a little of all of them. Depending on the bubbles, sometimes I switch it up. I am not going to outline all of these. I just want to kind of show you how these completed ones in front of the bucket will look. Then you can decide if you like the gel pen from there. Okay, your gel pen might change colors if you go over your blues and things. It actually just helps add to the reflection feel of the bubble. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. There are those two bubbles. So this big one up here is in front of the yellow. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to bring in yellow. But I'm also going to bring in a little bit of this green on this side. Now remember, I'm using pale color, so it's not too bright. And then I'm also going to bring in a little pink because I'm reflecting off this soap bottle over here. So you can bring it in a little further if you want, up to you. I really wouldn't go a whole lot darker with the green because bubbles are supposed to be, you know, translucent feeling. But you can add a little blue if you want. And then give me 2 seconds. I think I put my white away because for some reason I thought I was done. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Sorry, I bumped the camera. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. So then I will blend this little bubble kind of with white. Just so it stands out a little. And then again, I'm not going to do the centerpieces. I don't want to make you watch me do that, but this white is really what helps set it off from the yellow around it. No. Hey. Be nice. No. There's a baby in her spot, so she can't find a spot to lay down. So she's helping, which isn't really helping. Make sure she's off camera here, sorry. I'm going over the line of that other bubble because this one is in front of that one. Same with these ones. So just like that. Let me set her down. I didn't want to stop with the gel pen because sometimes when you stop and start, then it scratches off and it's like this whole big thing. Okay, let's do a couple of these little ones. So I am going to use a darker blue for some of them, but I'm not going to get crazy. So where there's a few touching each other, like this one hiding right here, making sure you can see. This one is tucked behind a couple. Pretty much where there's layers of bubbles is where it's going to be darker. Now your choice if you want to keep these clusters of bubbles all blue, or if you want to bring in your purples and pinks and things. I will probably bring in a few colors. So just quickly putting that blue in. Okay. I'm going to bring in a touch of pink on these ones over here. That would be catching the pink over here. I'm not getting this down to an exact science. I'm just guesstimating. Okay, I'm going to add a little purple to these ones. Where it's kind of darker. Maybe the other side of these pink would be a little purple. Okay. Light blue. Okay, over here I'm going to do a little yellow with the wall. Okay, and then a little green. So all my colors are here. Okay, and then I'm just going to take white and I'm going to blend. I'm going to cover the little highlight mark, but being as I'm going to do them in gel pen anyway, it doesn't really matter. Just want to make sure they're nice and blended. Some of these, we gotta remember, if we add pink to one side, we add it to the other. Just mixing up these bubbles a little. That one got skipped altogether. This one we're gonna add a little green. Pretend it's reflecting off the towel over here. Oh my goodness, my desk must be slanted. Everything is rolling. Okay, that one has a little bit of a streak, and we don't like streaks in our bubbles either. So we're gonna make sure we get those out. Hopefully these are looking like bubbles. They are on my side, but I can't always tell what the camera is picking up, so. All right. So that is basically how I'm going to do all of them. Now this bubble is obviously fairly pink, but it has some yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over that pink with that yellow and then bring in that white. I'm going to do this bubble pink on this side. Oh, forgot to skip my gel pen. Don't be like me, skip over your gel pen. And then this is just a little bit darker of pink, just to give it a little more life color feel. Try to avoid the rest of the gel pen I already hit here. Blend to the middle. Okay, like I said, this one is going to be green because I'm going to do the green bucket behind it. So I'm going to do green and green. I'm going to add a little blue. I'm going to have to go darker blue. I'm going to add a little blue. And then to this side, I'm going to do a little yellow. Kind of mixing those two together. Blending. Now I am going to cover that line because that bubble is going to make that line a little lighter. So same with this. I'm going to cover all the lines. So you can pretty much do any combination of bubbles. If you don't like doing them all, if you'd rather stick to one bubble throughout the page, pick the combination you like the most. Quickly, I just realized I skipped a whole section of the background right here. So I'm not going to do all these bubbles yellow and green. Again, not sticking to science, but I'll probably do rainbowy bubbles like those ones. These ones will look a lot cuter when all the black lines are gone. And for some reason I skipped the whole top of his ear as well, and I have made it through 4 parts of this color along without even noticing, so I will fix that when I go back and add all the final touch-ups if I remember, if it catches my eye again, I guess. Trying to get all the black covered here. There. So they'll look a little better when they're whited out and the highlights are put in. So over here, again, I'm going to do a little bit of the darker blue so they stand out. This one's going to be darker. Now we can't really do one side what we do to the other if we can't see the other side of the bubble. So I'm going to shift them colors as they go this way. So a little bit of blue. Just to mellow out that dark blue I put in. Okay, I'm going to add yellow to a couple, like we're reflecting off the towels and the... I'm going to add pink to this one, like it's picking up the bar soap. Add a little green here. Again, add some yellow to the middle of that one. And touch up with white. I almost colored that a bubble, but that's a foot. Okay, this one I'm gonna do a little bit of a rainbow here. So we're gonna have pink, pink, purple, gonna have some blue. I'm gonna have yellow over the pink right here because you gotta have yellow to get to the green. And then I will blend that all together. These are my favorite bubbles. They are the prettiest. So that one just picked up a little bit of all the colors. Okay. Looking here, still think this blue is a little dark. Which you can always play with and adjust, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I'll do a little blue here and a little blue here. A little green. A little yellow. And I'll come back with white and probably do all these, but it's a little quicker to go this way. So again, a little green. I'm gonna add a darker pink to this one purposely because I knew it was overlapping, and my white will soften it. So I got a lot of pink, so I think I'm gonna go for more a purpley bubble right here. I'm reflecting off that. Okay. Same with these. I'm gonna stick to a little more. Good thing I did pull one darker purple just for that area. Okay, I'm gonna touch a little blue. Blend it with this one first before we bring in the white. And actually, you don't even have to do white if you don't want to. If you like just the mixed bubbles, that is fine too. Okay, a little white on that one. It's a little bright. I'm gonna play with this one right here. It's got a little yellow and green going on, so I'm going to put the yellow up here where the green is. I'm going to bring that green in. This one's going to be yellow. And then I'm going to bring in just a dot of pink just to keep the bubble feel going here. So putting it where the yellow is. Okay, a little bit of blue. That one I might have to do. I got a little brown in it. Nope. Bubbles can reflect brown, but they're not as cute. Okay, so just adding a little purple to that one. It's gonna pull off this bottle that I don't have colored yet, but I know what color it will be. Again, quickly, I will just do a simple one. If you want just a regular bubble without all the colors, just take a darker blue. It helps if you add maybe just like a purple or something, but you don't have to. I'll do a couple of these right here just to show you regular bubbles, and then I'll come back and fix them off camera to match the rest of mine. Okay, so that was permanent blue. Cloud blue again. We're going to go dark on the outside, blend lightly toward the middle. And that's about it. Take your white, soften any harsh spots. And that's just regular blue bubbles if you don't like all the colorful things we have going on here. Yeah, those are cute too. I probably could have went that route and been done. That's okay. So this is not if you're sticking with regular bubbles. This is just pulling in a little bit of color so they'll match the rest of the bubbles I have going on there. All right. So that will be that. Again, this I'm going to do green. This will probably be pink. This is going to be pink, and I will be all finished up. Questions, comments, anything like that, please let me know. If you decided to color along, tag me on Instagram or post it in the Facebook group. I'd love to see what you did, and I hope to see you for the next color along. Thanks for watching.